Hi guys, it's Chris back in my cider kitchen rather than my shed with some more cider to try, actually perry to try, and my pallet arrived from Herefordshire, which is a big relief. It was a big pallet with lots on it, loads of things, loads of new things from Ross and Y, new things from Cwm Maddoc, new stuff from Wils's. Well, we've had it before, but I'd never sold it. I've only had samples of it, so I've got that to sell now. I've got apple juice from Butford Organic, I've got still perry from Butford Organic, all sorts of things. So, what we're going to do first, we're going to start off with something from Cwm Maddoc. Jeremy Harris, Cwm Maddoc, tiny producer, which I love. Betty Pross is the thing I've sold most of from Jeremy, but he does other things, and here is a thing that he does, and it's a perry. This is Cwm Maddoc label, and on the back, what does it say? It says Green Horse. Green Horse is the name of this varietal. Yep. I didn't know much about it until last year or the year before when I first visited Jeremy. What does it say? What do we know about it? It's quite a sharp, astringent varietal, so it's going to be quite an acid cider, this, guaranteed. I think it can trace it back to sort of the 17th century, so it's been around for quite a while, and apparently has a bright future with cider perry makers, which is a good thing, isn't it? What does it say? Medium dry, 2019, so this was pressed in October 2019, bottled March 2020, so it's been in bottle for almost a year. There's plenty of age on this. It's got sediment in there. It's naturally fermented in bottle. Gotta love it. Wild yeast. Gotta love it. Got to love it. So let's have a look. An uncommon perry, refreshing and with a hint of lime. So there's that acidity we're expecting with lime there. Our perry pears are handpicked from traditional orchards where no chemicals are used and wildlife thrives. We make the perry in small batches from full juice using wild yeasts and bottle conditioning to give a natural sparkle, unfiltered and unpasteurised. ABV 4.8%. We love that as well. It's obviously quite low in sugar. What is it? Medium dry, so it's not going to have much sugar left in it. So obviously it's quite a sharp perry. It's not a sweet, a sharp pear, not a sweet pear. It doesn't have loads of sugar to convert into alcohol, but we like lower alcohol drinks. We like them. So let's get stuck into this. First one off my palette. One of the things that also arrived today, which was very important, was the Kingston Black from Ross and Y that I'm going to be opening on Saturday the 27th, which is, if this film goes out when it's supposed to go out, will be tomorrow. If it doesn't go out tomorrow, then you missed it basically. It was yesterday. Oh well, never mind. It was great, or it was rubbish. Delete as appropriate. So yeah, Kingston Black came in for the tasting with Albert live on Instagram on Saturday night, the 27th at 7:30 PM. If you want to get some cider for that, and you're not near Albert, but you're near me in South East London, come and get some off the stand. Liz will have some on the market. The lovely Liz Merriweather will have some on the market for you on Saturday. Let's open this. Nice gentle sparkle there. So you can see it's just bubbling up a bit. Again, a bit limited in my shoulder. It hurts like hell. I had a terrible day yesterday. Luckily Liz came and helped me. I watched Liz unload the pallet today and put it away. I spectated. I felt terrible, but I couldn't do anything. But this is the one time of the day that I tend to take off my what do you call it? I keep wanting to say noose, sling. It's the sling that it's in. I've got it on all day, so I'm just taking it off for this, just because it's nice to take it off. Let's pour this out. See if I can hold this up while I do it. Yeah. There you go. How's that? Now, obviously hazy because it's unfiltered. Lovely mousse on the top of that. Fine bubbles, which is what we'd expect from something which is bottle conditioned. Spent a year in the bottle. So I'm expecting this to be pretty zippy. So, let's find out. Yep, there's pear in there. There's certainly a freshness about it. I would almost, don't know whether it's a power suggestion, but citrus limey is almost a characteristic that I'm picking up on the nose, I want to say. But there is something in the background, something like a pastry dairy thing, just roundness, just flitting around in the background there, I want to say as well. But yeah, but it's got that kind of almost like pear drop character. There's a softness and a roundness to it as well, though. It's not just acid. Very delicate. So let's give it a whirl. Cheers. Lovely bubbles, fine mousse, hint of tannin. There is a lime character to this as well. It's like a lemon lime. It's sort of walking the fine line between lemon and lime, I want to say. But there's just always like something in there. It's almost like a bready, pastry kind of characteristic. You know, just floating around in the top of my sort of, just the back of the middle of my palate and up of my nose as well. I'm just getting a hint of kind of like a pastry element to it. So it's not just bracing acidity, there's a slight roundness to it as well. Lovely bubbles. Yeah, it makes me think almost like lemon meringue, well, not lemon meringue pie, because it's bone dry. But there's like a round, there's something in there, minerality as well. Very refreshing, very pleasant. 4.8%, brilliant. Yeah, really interesting, vibrant, beautifully moussey and on the palate. Perry from Jeremy Harris. But it's light. It's light. It could do with a warm day, but I'm going to drink this. It's not a warm. No, today was actually pretty good. Getting warmer. This isn't a warm day, however, I'm still going to enjoy it for sure. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice, and that slight element of roundness, richness. It's great. Just takes the edge off that acidity. I don't love super acid things. I love acid, but often I like it to be tempered with a hint of sweetness. Sweet and sour for me is just dab on. I love it. So I don't love super acid things usually. Some people go crazy for it. I think Liz is going to love this. Liz, I think you'd love this. But it's just got a slight roundness on it, which just takes the edge off and just makes it much more suited to my palate. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, I've got quite a few cases. And how many cases? I couldn't get loads because I didn't have a lot. Maybe got 4 or 5 cases of this, and we've got like 24 or 30, well, less than 30 now. Between 20 and 30 bottles I've got of this. But I also got an Oldfield from him. He only had 2 cases of that, which I took. And I got 5 cases, I think. Was it 4, 5? I can't remember. A few cases of dab in it as well, so cider. So we're going to try all of these. And I'm looking forward to doing it. All right, guys. As always, thank you for joining me. If you are watching this on Friday, do join us tomorrow for the live tasting. It'd be great. First of all, I've done one of those. Usually I film these things, but I don't think I've done a live. I've done loads of live tastings, as in I've stood in a room and talked to people, but I've never done one online, as it were. So, neither on Zoom or Instagram or anything. I'm sure it works much the same way. I'll probably have a little drink beforehand as well, just to relax. Okay, well, as always, thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again, and until then, cheers.